Okay, this is lesson number 2 on how to play basic stride piano. We talked about approaching chords from one step below or above. That's an F chord. Or 2. Or 3. Now we'll talk about jumping to a brand new chord from 3 steps away, 3 half steps. So instead of, let's say, 4 beats of F to 4 beats of B flat, let's just approach the B flat from 3 steps below. So now instead of a full measure of F, before you go to B flat, let's just do the 1 beat of F, go 3 steps below B flat right away. And you're making a kind of a melody. Well, what do you do on B flat? Well, you use what we talked about before. You go down a half step. That's 3 beats. If you want to go back to F, which is here, just approach it from a half step, so which is E. So you do your B flat for beat, down a half step, home again. Now let's approach F from a half step below, where it is. Okay, so here we go. 1 beat of F, 3 beats of approaching B flat, down, starting to make really some music there. Okay, we talked about also before, if you're just stuck on F, do the same thing, approach it from 3 steps below, but go down an octave. Like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I want to keep my hand below middle C in general, if I can, for at least what we're doing right now. So instead of playing F here, 1, 3, 5, 7, F, A, C, E flat, I will simply take the E flat, C off, snip them off, cut and paste, put them down here. So instead of F, A, C, we have F, A, C. That puts you closer to B flat. That's melody. You can't be going from F to B flat. Why don't you just put the C in the bottom of the F and you're right next door to B flat. Now you can approach B flat from a half step above, which is B. We did that before, but now you're right next door. There's your F, B, sort of idea. So let's talk about interval expansion and transposing the bass lines. Here's the F we talked about. You may have noticed I don't play the full chord. Sounds like barbershop harmony. The drama is in the motion of the hands and the overtones that run together like running ink, and you think you're playing lots of notes, but you can really get away by only hitting 2. My point is, if you can get away with 2, let's flip those guys upside down also. Okay, F, E flat. Let's throw the F upstairs. So instead of F, E flat, we have E flat, F. Okay. Now let's do one other thing before we really get into these high notes. We talked about approaching a chord from 2 steps below or 2 steps above and so forth. The last trick is don't start on the chord. in this case F. Let's start on E flat, right on the first beat, and walk up to F. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3. Let's try that with a little tiny seconds here. Instead of F, I'm going to go E flat up to F. You get some really sort of nutty sounding stride piano here, some toy stride. Okay, what was that all about? Well, let's talk about interval expansion. Okay, let's take the B flat. It sounds like a little toy sound up here, like a kid's music box. Let's simply take the heart of it, which is the 3rd and 7th. So get rid of the B flat and the F. Take this. A nice little funky tritone. Let's take that little container and make it bigger and smaller. Like, let's take this, move it up, bottom note, move it down, and let's make it smaller, same deal. Move the top note down, the bottom note up, and you get a 3rd. How about smaller? Let's do that back in F. Okay, so it's here, bigger, back to normal, back to smaller, smaller. Sounds like Twilight Zone, doesn't it? Well, not necessarily. Put some funk in there. Okay, let's move that up to the B flat thing where I was a minute ago. So stride can be, big or small. What's happening is all the overtones and things from both hands run together, as I said, like spilled milk or ink or something like that, and it creates this fat sound. I had someone come over and not see the keyboard and wondered what I did. He just come running over. He thought I was playing giant stride piano, but I really wasn't. I was sort of playing a toy kind of piano. So we'll talk more about this, and finally the next part of it is making bass lines move like this. If your right hand is kind of still, or if your right hand is busy, to sort of make the left hand remain still, a kind of polarity. That's where the art of bass line comes in. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll do this in part 3 in a few minutes.